Hello everyone. Well, again, I'm not doing the video that I thought I was going to do. I want to explain something, or maybe things. You know, when I've said that I've had every thought, that has led people to believing this way and that way, all these things was given to me to experience. It was part of me coming to where I am and seeing what I see. But because I did overcome these things, that is why I see what I see. And now, even the book, How I Go Into the Greek, because the understanding given to me, when I go there and hear, this is just one of the ways that you are come to understand things. There was a whole testimony given. The carnal minds didn't understand it. And it was written how it was written, in the different translations. But still the testimony that was given. That's what the whole point of everything is. It's about the testimony that was given. Everything was foretold. Everything. Everything that you need to understand today was already foretold to you. So when I have all these, things coming at me and I want to bring them out and I think I'm going to go and just show them, then when I start looking to see what part to show, it's everything, and it's so much, there's so much more that's there, and it is just, I can't even explain. Many think that they know. You don't. They don't know. That's why they're speaking and saying all the things that they do. If you would go to the testimony and ask the Father and ask to understand, everything is explained to you in the testimony that was given. What's happening today, it was all told. It was all foretold. But how it's cut up in the translations, it's not telling the whole, it's not, you're not getting what was said because they cut it up. There's the one point where it says, I'm telling you this now. Would you get part of that in it? I'm telling you this now so that you will know. It's talking about these things that I am saying to you. I'm telling you everything. But when they cut it up, you can't hear the whole testimony. The Father is far greater and better than what man is teaching out there. The Father is wiser, knows what He's doing. He has a plan. And what He wills to happen is going to happen. It will come to pass. Every word of the testimony that you've never heard, that's in there, that was given for whosoever would look for it and believe it, every word of that testimony is going to come. And it's not going to come blind on those who understand it. They're not going to be ignorant to the plan of the Father. And the Father's good. He's better than good, and He's not what man has said. He's covered what His will, that it's going to happen. Because He's covered all the bases. He's got everything taken care of. And so many speaking, their testimony's not going to come to pass. Because they're not speaking what was already spoken before. And that's so hard for me. I just don't know. It is really hard to even begin. I'm sure that there's some out there who might have heard something I've said and have gone to seek the Father themselves. Maybe there's others that's seeing these things. I've never heard the things that I hear spoken. I hear everything that's going with what's been spoken somehow, all, many people have thought that they understood this or they understood this, but and they're preaching all these things, thinking that they understand, thinking. But it's still sounding like what's been being said. The Father's testimony don't sound like man's testimony. Not one thing about it has any. It says it sounds the same. You go in there. Go to the Greek like I've told you. Just read it. And you will only pick up a little in all the translations. That's the whole point. That's what everyone's not getting. That's why all the people's out there saying this and that, because they're missing the pieces that is, that's not coming through in the translations. They're not seeing that the whole testimony was given to you. And it's like this. I kind of thought, math, you might have calculus and all these math things that you, kind of makes sense like this. See what, okay, wait a minute. As you're learning it, it all makes sense and all this. But if you've conquered and understand that, because you got the key to understand how all this math works, you go look and you understand totally what's being all this stuff means. Just like when the Spirit gives you the key. You have the key. The Spirit is the key that you can see. You understand everything on the page. But in any translation, you're not going to get it because it's not coming through. The Spirit will show you that. I'm thinking about just doing, I'll just let things come as Father gives them, I am exhausted. I'm exhausted every day. I don't eat, and because I go to work barely, but I know this will come out how it's supposed to. I'm not going to try to push it, When you hear how awesome what the Father's done, when you go back with your mind free from what man has done, and you can hear this testimony, that speaking clearly straight to you, you can hear it. When you hear those words without it's amazing what you hear. That's all I'll say. Hopefully someone's grasped something I say when I say how every translation has taken out. And all you have to do is do what I said and you'll see for yourself. That's why they keep coming to the same wrong things, wrong conclusions. It's all in the translations. They chopped up the testimony. And those who love it, love the testimony. They're the ones that's going to keep his word. That's what the whole thing is about. And that is the reward. To be able to understand and hear it and be able to speak his word. That's all I'm going to say. Have faith in the Father and what he's doing and has done, because it's all foretold, and the whole point was his will be done. Yet, I'm sure many will be ashamed of their self.